A lot of people have been asking Captain Anton about how he built his cockpit, so we're going to show you a few more clips this week about how it can be done on a very, very, very reasonable budget. Hope you enjoy. My little chums, Anton here. Now today, we're going to be talking about DIY. Yourself. Something I remember from when my first wife left me. Now we've all done it before and it gives us all an awful lot of pleasure. DIY, one of the best and fun things, isn't it, Wingnut? You tell those people, my little boy. He's been great today. We've had a good run in the park and he's feeling all full of energy. Anyway, DIY, I'm going to show you how to build a home cockpit. Hope you enjoy.
I'm back in the old loft again. I thought I'd bring you back up to date. It's now January the 16th, had a bit of a break before Christmas, so work sort of ground to a halt really, and also ran out of money because the wife kept spending it on Christmas presents. But we'll show you what's happened. We've actually got the cockpit door on now, which laughably is an old coffee table from somewhere. Can't remember, a bit of old rubbish, but no good for building but great for a door. So managed to put that on, and I've got an old window catch from somewhere. If you look inside now, you see things are progressing slowly, not as fast as I wanted, but there you go, the actual cockpit shape's in place now. Pretty well everything's boxed in. It's moving on inside. Still a lot of rubbish around, got this corner left to finish boxing in. And we've got the panels are all painted up now, ready for the instruments to go into. You can see all the tops, basically everything that needs to be black has to be painted before the carpet trim goes in. And I've just finished off one side of boxing in by the side of the door. I've got this side left to do now. Okay, we're into February now. Just had a pretty bad winter. We've had all the kids have been sick with flu. But we've been doing a little bit at a time, building, boxing everything in. And most of the timber is pretty well finished. Well, there we go, quick charge of the battery later on and everything's back to normal again. This is the overhead box. I just wanted to show you basically before I started putting it into the system. And basically this was just like a square tub that's been panelled out. And then on the front here, we've mounted the Cytec racks. Basically this is for the comm systems going in there, the radio system, and navigation system. And basically these are modules that just plug in. Run off USB cables through the back and out. Just thought I'd show you, out of interest, for all the geeks out there, myself included. This is called punch cord. This is basically a very, very fine rib carpet, foam backing on it, very, very pliable, very, very easy to use. I've actually got a charcoal grey there and a dove grey. Now this is basically the icing on the cake, because this is going to cover up the multitude of sins that is Steptoe's yard up above. And well, I've been busy while you've been away. Now you can see now how the carpet has just sort of transformed everything. Obviously at the far end there we're waiting the two new wide screens to go in. But you can see it now. I've finished all trimming away. That's the cabling down there for the overhead communications box, which will be going on, and just a bit of pipe work there really, just to disguise the fact that it's pieces of timber holding up. Makes a hell of a difference. Obviously the pilot's chair has got to go, but you can really sort of see and feel now the kind of thing that I've been after. And again, using the carpet just really brings everything out and gives it a more professional finish. And things have been going fairly slowly due to family illness, children being ill and stuff like that, but we'll sort of get it back on track now. This is a piece of carpet. Again, the stuff I've been using for the walls was not really thick enough to go on the floor, so I've been waiting for a couple of months to find a roll end from a local carpet shop. Found this the other day, 22 foot by 6 foot 6. Picked it up for 20 quid. Which is a bargain. Don't know what the conversion rate to that is, probably about $15 or something, but anyway, it's ready to do the job, so we're going to put this down on the floor. Okay guys, just to show you how we're progressing, the carpets are in place, the old pilot seat's still there, as you can see, and we've basically built some MDF boxes here. I don't know if you can see those properly, they're quite dark. Basically these are going to be used to mount the chairs on when they come tomorrow. Put the quadrant in place, and basically we've got the keyboard just under there, just out of sight at the moment, and obviously the yoke's in. And I've actually bought another couple of monitors, which I bought about a month ago. See the instrument panels in, it's the old Cytec instrument panel, top light there from B&Q, and a couple of Cytec keyboards left and right, basically, so we can input commands from the chairs. And basically that's it. I've got to finish off the carpet tonight, and I've got these the Matrox triple heads to go. They had a few problems with this. When I first got the monitors, I tried running it, and basically my PC wouldn't recognise it for some reason. I've been in touch with Matrox, and they basically couldn't sort out the problem. Now fortunately I bought this unit from Amazon, and rang Amazon last night, sent them an email, and they just, no quibble, they just said, right, we'll send you a new unit, just package up the old one and send it back to us. Absolutely fantastic, you couldn't ask for more than that. So hopefully once chairs are in over the weekend, we'll get the triple head to go probably next week. I'm hoping it is a fault on the actual triple head to go and not my system, but hopefully we'll get things wired up, get these 3 screens up and running. You can see the lights there, there's a couple of white interior lights there. Basically there were some old kitchen cabinet lights which I attached and put up, and that there, believe it or not, that's actually the base. That's dented the budget quite a bit. They were 25 quid each from the scrapyard, but I cleaned them up and they've come up really well. And it's just a case of getting them upstairs now and bolting them to the floor. Just giving you an update now. The chairs are upstairs. The chairs have actually been mounted onto a timber board now, and got some heavy duty bolts from B&Q, bolted them down to the floor. Had a bit of a problem today with the top box here, or the bottom box should I say. This was originally made up 15 inches high, and what I didn't realise is that the brackets at the bottom of the chairs there actually account for about another 4 inches, so I actually put the chair in today and it was miles too high, and basically my knees were banging along under here, so I had to take these boxes back down after lovingly putting them together and chop another 4 inches down from the base, which was a bit of a pain, but it's done now, and I'm just about ready to fit the chairs in. Well, we're halfway through April, as you can see. The seats are now mounted in place. They look absolutely fantastic, and also the Cytec pedals have come as well. I've put those in today, just having a little bit of teething problems with them at the moment, but I'm sure downloading a software patch will sort that out. But really pleased with the chairs. I think they look absolutely fantastic and really set everything off. So nearly there. I just thought I'd show you another part of the job which is absolutely awful, and I've just lost one of the lights there. This is wiring everything up. You know, everything looks great once you've got the bits in front of it, but behind the scenes you can see it's a rat's nest of wiring and cables everywhere running through, and all these have got to be joined up and threaded through and run through boxes, and I'm having a real bad time of it at the moment, so onwards and upwards, keep on going. Finally got the rudder working today. I've got to say, it's absolutely awesome. Absolutely fantastic. It's come out even better than I hoped. And all the dials have got to go in yet, which will be going in over the next few months, but you can kind of see the effect for yourself.
Hope you enjoyed that, folks. That's all. Anton out. Ta-ta for now. Pip pip toodaloo.